Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Indiana State versus Minnesota college basketball matchup on Sunday, March 24th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. So if you make big bets like I do, just go ahead and text that number. But let's get to this one. Indiana State taking on Minnesota, and while all eyes, of course, are on the NCAA tournament, the NIT also in action. And what a great field it is for the NIT this year, as it was the biggest bubble burst in the history of the NCAA tournament, with 5 teams getting bumped out of the field by upsets in conference tournaments. Well, that makes for the strongest NIT tournament. Of course, a few teams declined their invitations, but at the same time, still a very strong field as we see Indiana State, one of those teams that the bubble burst on, up against a Minnesota team that was resurgent this season, and a team that we made a lot of money on because we got a lot of value. They're a team that was seen in a less favorable light, and when you have that, well, you have a team that covers a lot of spreads because there's the stigma surrounding that team. Well, usually makes for spreads that are too, they're a little too far to the generous side if you're on the favorite. And Minnesota 25-8 against the spread this season. Meanwhile, Indiana State 20-14 against the number, and certainly earning all the accolades that they've gotten, coming into this tournament and particularly this game. First place in the Missouri Valley Conference, while Minnesota was in 10th place in the Big Ten, despite all those covers and all of those other things that we saw from them. When we look at the tail of the tape between these two teams, Minnesota, like I said, way disregarded, shooting 53rd best in the nation, 47.2% from the floor, and 35.5% from beyond the arc. Their free throw shooting is their problem, less than 70%. And I think if they would have improved on that, they might have been an NCAA tournament team. When we look at Indiana State, their defense allows teams to shoot 43%, and they are top 100 in defending the three, but 93rd in that. So a little bit of an edge to Minnesota there. Of course, the Indiana State offense is the story. These guys can flat out score 50.5% from the floor, 38.4% from beyond the arc, and these guys hit their free throws at an alarming 80.4%. But Minnesota actually is the better defensive rebounding team in this matchup. And Indiana State, their defensive rebounding is far better than Minnesota's offensive rebounding. I think what we have here is an Indiana State that is very, very good. I think that. I think what we have is, a game that might be a little bit more competitive than what the odds makers would let us think. I'm going to take the points here with Minnesota, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.